Hello guys, TKN here, hoping you're having a wonderful week. So I want to give you guys a short-term channel update, at least for the next, say, 2 to 3 months or so. You guys may have noticed that since lockdown I've been putting out a video every week or so, but what's going to be happening, at least for the time being, is that those uploads are going to become a bit less frequent, or they're going to become more sporadic is what I'm saying. So instead of a video every week, there may be a video in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it is. And it's not because I'm burnt out, and it's not because I'm out of ideas. I've actually got loads of videos that I want to do. The simple answer is that there is a certain new game that has released over the past week that, well, I just don't want to be spoiled on. Even though I'm a Trails content creator, more prominently I am a Trails fan. And because I'm a fan, I want to go into the new experiences as blind as possible, and that's no different for Hajimari no Kiseki. So the idea is that I'm keeping my social media exposure quite limited. So you guys know that I make month-end Falcon related news videos, I make the story of videos, I do reviews of both non-Falcon and Falcon games alike, and I've also brought back the unboxing videos as well. There won't be any news videos until I've finished Hajimari no Kiseki. The reason being is that when I do my research and I'm looking at news, I'm looking at articles, I go onto Twitter, Facebook and all this kind of stuff, the last thing I want to do is to go onto one of those platforms and just see a spoiler in passing. And it does happen. I know that some people have already been spoiled on some of the biggest plot points in Hajimari no Kiseki, and I personally just don't want that to happen to me. What I'll probably do is I'll gather up all of the big announcements that have happened over, say, September, October and November, and I'll just compile them into a summary video at, say, the end of November, assuming that I have already played the game by that point. The same can be said of the lore videos at the moment, because, you know, even though I love the games and even though I have knowledge of the games, I'd like to think I have decent knowledge of the games, there are elements that you do forget, and in those lore videos I want to make sure that I understand the character arc as fully as I can before I put it into a story. And what that will generally mean is that I will go on to my old playthroughs, but I will also go on to the Kiseki wiki. And even though Juan has measures in place to stop you from seeing any spoilers, it's inevitable that you're going to see something eventually. I mean, even though I loved Cold Steel 4, for example, 2 of the big plot points from that game were spoiled for me before I went into the game, and that was ultimately one of the main reasons why I wanted to play it there and then, because I knew that there was a good chance that if I kept on doing videos in the same vein that I was doing every week, eventually I was just going to get more and more spoilers until it piled up to a point where I just couldn't enjoy the game. Stuff like the review videos though, or the unboxing videos, they will still be coming out. The review videos, for example, they're normally not Trails related for the most part. They're either Falcon related or they're a completely different franchise altogether. And the unboxing videos are, well, just unscripted videos where we unbox something which I feel is worth unboxing, and there's a bit of commentary over the top, so there's not really going to be anything spoiler related there either. So those 2 types of videos will still be coming out over this period. So like I say guys, this is not a hiatus or anything like that. I probably might even do a revisit of the Sky arc, like I did with Cold Steel 1 and 2. And some of you may have noticed as well that with Cold Steel 1 and 2, I've just started the community ranking polls for them. Elliot and Reen have just been released, and I'll be releasing them daily, because I felt that this was the best time to do it, and there are a lot of characters that we need to get through. I think there's like about 60 in total. So I'll be putting them out daily, and then each character will get, say, 3 days on the voting podium, and then I'll basically just gather all of the results together and then compile them into a video after that period. So if you guys want to get involved, just keep an eye on that community tab and just follow the link. It takes like maybe about 20 seconds to do the voting, depending on how much you're thinking about it. You know, it's easier for you guys, and I think it's going to make a better quality video when it's all said and done. But once I've played Hajimari no Kiseki, I'll go back to my original weekly uploads. But that is it guys, that is the channel update. Thank you very much for supporting me as always. If you are going to discuss Hajimari spoilers, please mark them well in advance, because, you know, I do keep an eye on my community tab. I do like to reply to as many comments as I can. And the last thing I want is, you know, the first line I read to be, you know, a Hajimari spoiler. It's gonna ruin my day, to put it bluntly. But that is it guys, have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Peace.